After my semester ended, I've been sitting in my room, staring at the wall, just thinking what to do next. I was staring so hard at the wall that I activated my hidden superpower and created a mirror dimension, which gave me the idea to create a new mini project to learn something new. Since that guy is me, I knew he ain't playing around. So I created the basic layout of my game on a piece of paper about recombining the split colors of an individual in the mirror dimension. I know it sounds complex a lot, but believe in me. I went straight to my good old friend GODOT and started working on this mini game by creating the basic prototype for it. While trying to add players in the game, I realized the approach which I did in my previous projects would be very time and resource consuming, which is not a sign of a good developer. So, as a very proficient game developer, I figured this is a wonderful opportunity to implement my latest understanding on the classes. So, I created a base player class which has all the basic movements and common functions required by each player and inherited these in the player scripts. Thus, I was successfully able to implement player movement and functioning. Now, a game without a goal is pretty boring, right? So, as a very proficient game developer, I added this very complex and hard to implement mechanism to clear a level and move on to the next level. It is this dimension gap. As you can see, this is really complex. You have to make both the players touch the gap in order to clear the level. Now, this is what I wanted to see. Wait, why am I getting errors? Is this a sign of God? Should I leave game dev?
No!
Absolutely not. I went on to the mission to fix this issue, and after rigorous searching for a whopping 120 seconds, I figured I need to use bind functions as the changing of scene in Godot 4 is not getting dereferred internally. Now, this is what I wanted to see in my games. No errors at all. But one thing still persists, and that is my inability to create art assets for my game. Art is really not my thing. But now, as it is a new semester, I'm going to start creating some art assets for my game. Little by little, but in this game, I used Kenny's 1-bit platformer art assets and thus added the player animations and the other things in the game. Next, I added the color division scheme to the game, where the monochromatic part shows the darker side of the player and the colorful side is the cheerful side of the player, and added the tile set in the game. With this, the game is now starting to come together, little by little, piece by piece. I tried some level designing and added some more levels in the game. Along with this, I added the basic death mechanism for the player. Now, you can't be manually restarting your game every time you die, right? I can't let you go through such pain. So, as a very proficient I have to implement the restart mechanism. I do deserve some subs and a like in this video, right? I know you wouldn't let me down, so just click on the subscribe button and help me reach 130 subs. A low goal, but I hope you can help me reach that. Moving on, I finished the menu screen and the levels, but it felt really empty to me. So I tried playing with the particle system of Godot and tried to fill the void.
Let's hope someday the void in my heart will be filled too.
Thus, I added the restart mechanism in my game. Now, after playtesting my game, the game felt missing. It did not have the spice it needs, and that was sound effects. So, I hopped on my chair and searched all through the internet to get the basic required sound effects for my game. Along with the transitions and all the sound effects, I also added a link in my finished scene, which can redirect the player playing the game to this video directly. If you are one of those players who came from the game itself, do comment down and let me know. And this is how the game turned out. Honestly, it turned out pretty good. You might wonder this is not something new, and many games are already created on this concept. And you are right, this is not any unique game. But with this game, I was able to get a greater understanding of Godot and also some good idea on how to use classes and inheritance. One thing I missed implementing was enums for the player current states, like I did in my previous egg game. You can check the game and video out if you haven't done yet. Do check this game out and give us some feedback on any bugs or scope of improvement you find. You can contact me in the Discord server or my Twitter. The links are in the description. If you find this video worth and like the game, a like and comment would be appreciated. Till then, I'll meet you in my next video with some new learning and hopefully a good project outcome too. Stay safe, signing out. Bye bye.